Magandang buhay mga bata! I am Teacher Maricar Nicdao, your math teacher for today. Our lesson for today is all about equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions are fractions whose values are equal. They have the same fractional part. For example, 1/2 and 2/4. What did you notice with the colored parts in both fractions? Very good. They are just the same. Fractions like 1/2 and 2/4 show the same fractional part. They are fractions with the same value. Fractions that have the same value are called equivalent fractions. To obtain fraction equivalent to a given fraction, we can multiply both the numerator and the denominator of the given fraction by the same non-zero number. For example, the given fraction is 1/2. We can multiply the numerator and denominator of 1/2 by 2. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2/4 is equal to 1/2. 1/2 and 2/4 then are equivalent fraction. Let's try more examples. Remember that the number you multiply to your numerator should be the same number you multiply to your denominator. We can use any number as long as we use the same for both the numerator and the denominator. Let's start with our first example, 2/3. Let's multiply 2 by 2 and 3 by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 2/3 and 4/6 are equivalent fractions. Let's try another example. 2/3, let's try to multiply them by 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 2/3 and 6/9 are equivalent fractions. Another 4/5 multiplied by 5. 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25. 4/5 and 25 are equivalent fractions. 3/12 multiplied by 2, 3 times 2 is 6. 12 times 2 is 24. 3/12 and 6/24 are equivalent fractions. Another way to obtain an equivalent fraction is through the use of division. We can divide both the numerator and the denominator of a given fraction by the same non-zero number. For example, 3/6 is divided into 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 3/6 and 1/2 are equivalent fractions. When both the numerator and the denominator of a fractions are divided by the same number, we get a fraction equivalent to the given fraction. More examples. Remember that the number you divide to your numerator should be the same number you divide to your denominator. Let's say you have 2/6. Divide 2/6 by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2/6 and 1/3 are equivalent fractions. Next, let's have 8/16. Divide it by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 8/16 and 2/4 are equivalent fractions. Let's have 12/15. Divide it by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 12/15 and 4/5 are equivalent fractions. Let's have 4/12 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 4/12 and 2/6 are equivalent fractions. We can also check if the given fractions are equal or equivalent through cross-multiplication technique. Multiply the numerator of the first fraction with the denominator of the second fraction. 3 times 2 is 6. Then, we multiply the denominator of the first fraction to the numerator of the second fraction. 6 times 1 is 6. Since they have the same product, 3/6 and 1/2 are equivalent fractions. Let's try another example. 3 multiplied to 6 is 18. 9 multiplied to 2 is also 18. Therefore, 3/9 and 2/6 are equivalent fractions. This time, let's check if you understand our lesson. Tell me the equivalent fraction of the given fractions. With the given figures, what is equal to 2/8? Very good. It's 1/4. 2/8 and 1/4 are equivalent fractions. How about 3/5? Very good. It's 6/10. 3/5 and 6/10 are equivalent fractions. Let's try 4/8. Very good. The equivalent fraction for 4/8 is 3/6. How about for 3/3? What is equivalent to 3/3? Very good. It's 2/2. How about 1/2? What is equal to 1/2? Very good. It's 8/16. This time, help me identify if the given fractions are equal or equivalent. Are 1/4 and 1/8 equivalent fractions? No, they are not equivalent fractions. How about 3/5 and 6/10? Are they equivalent fractions? Yes, they are equivalent fractions. How about 15/20 and 3/4? Very good. They are also equivalent fractions. How about 1/5 and 5/25? Are they equivalent fractions? Yes, they are equivalent fractions. Lastly, Are 4/5 and 8/15 equivalent fractions? Very good. They are not equivalent fractions. I hope you learn a lot from this lesson. Again, thank you for watching.